Oh, it doesn't? The counter goes up. The counter goes up. And the counter goes up.
I guess while we're waiting, I'll set up portal again. Oh, did I not? Need to fix that. Also, sort of kicking myself for giving Faust the shard I did last week. It has about 100 entries in it. I'm really hoping that was something I was supposed to look at. Just reminded myself technically. I'm supposed to go see if I can just go import those tables from the tables tab on Plutonium. I'm really hoping whoever set that book up set the tables up too, because
Yeah, saves a lot.
at the very least, if I have the tables, I can edit it to be what I need. No, it's not a thing. Okay, that's why I'm spelling it wrong. It's not called magic, it's called MTG, which is fair. Nope, it's not in the tables. Okay, so if I import the creature, are they going to be on the creature? That's the next question. Otherwise, this mapping exercise I'm going through is going to take me a while. Okay, so headphones audio is connected. I'm going to change my Discord headset. Blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah, blah, blah.
Thank you. Okay. Everybody is here who's going to be on time. Welcome back, everybody. Last we left off, you guys were finishing up against a onslaught of slow storms. They ended up being the eventual bane of you, as they were either resistant or immune to most of your tricks. And you weren't exactly. I mean, you guys, a good portion of you are either resistant or immune to lightning damage, but that doesn't matter if they keep slapping you and slapping you and slapping you. Eventually, it will go down. It was announced basically once you all woke up in the infirmary that you guys made third place, which is a very impressive showing. That you guys spent a lot of time getting downtime because the prize has been delayed, but the experience you got from doing this tournament was not. That was instantaneous. So you guys had like 8 weeks of downtime to get classes straightened out, some proficiencies gained or mastered. I guess expertise is what that's called. Some of you had some side things you wanted to pull off. And we're kind of questioning now whether you're actually a Lullafell or you're just some other species now, because you were like 4 times taller than the average Lullafell.
Not much so, Lullafell.
But with that in mind, you guys visited your handler because you found out you kind of blew past the minimum requirement point for your next destination. And you guys decided amongst the commanding an army, hunting a mythic, or doing political things, you guys decided to hunt the mythic monster because that's kind of more up your alley. And getting it done now would probably be better than getting it done later, because a CR 8, 9, 10 mythic is going to be a lot weaker than a CR 30. So, after doing some preparation for that, wrong session. Roran was approached by an individual who appeared to be with the guild and asked if your group could investigate and look into Shadowmere. It's gone quiet, too quiet, and the guild is worried. So since you guys have an affiliation with them, or with Shadowmere in general, they were wondering if you would look into it, and Roran accepted on the group's behalf. A little more preparation was done, everyone came back together, and then basically you guys used Cubic Gate to move yourself to the plane of water, or maybe not Cubic Gate, I think that was the Griffin Feathers took you to the water plane. You found out that it is no longer abandoned, and then with the Cubic Gate you were taken to Shademere, and that is where we left off. As the scene comes into focus for you, let me see if I still have my Shademere map. I don't remember if I have reset that up or not. I think I did. I did. Wonderful. I probably need to grant you guys sight though. Does that fix sight for everybody?
No.
Alright, turning on vision entirely. How about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. As the scene comes into focus, some of you are familiar with this location, especially where you guys are starting. Some of you might be a little bit more familiar if you were on, say, the airship or in a specific laboratory, but at the moment. You're kind of center of town. It is Shademere itself is a very small town. It's above a village, but it's not really quite to city level yet. So there are a good cluster of houses and buildings where the followers of certain gods live. But a thick fog with a greenish hue seems to be permeating the area.
Was this fog here the last time we were here?
Not in the part you visited. And as far as Roran remembers, this is not a feature of Shademere.
How thick is it? Can we see around us, or is it just fog?
You can see perfectly fine. It's just eerie. It's not enough to obstruct anything, but it is present.
When you were setting the scene, did you say if we saw anyone?
No, as far as the eye can see, there are buildings, there are houses, there are places you would expect for congregations to happen, and it is. I mean, it's early in the morning, but it's not so early that you wouldn't see people out. It does seem very deserted.
Eerily quiet. So we were supposed to come here and check out and see what's going on. So is there a certain place we should start?
No, just looks like everybody's gone. So just go back and tell them. Yeah, no, everybody just left. Place is abandoned.
You're right. It did go quiet.
Try to find an inn or tavern someplace.
I say maybe a large manse.
A large what?
A mansion.
Oh, I heard match. I was about to say we looking to have another marches happen again.
Let's see. I carry a large match all the time. So it's called. I didn't ask you what size the room was. I'm not procrastinating. I'm doing side quests.
Sounds like fun.
Do you know of a mansion around here or a inn, Roran?
I spent most of my life in Nace's lab. I don't really know much about the town.
I was just saying that because since there's nobody around, there's got to be a big house here with nice beds available.
We gonna sleep in nice beds?
Yeah, I would not suggest sleeping here, but if that's what people would want to do.
As far as you're aware, what little time you did spend in this town, Roran, this is I'm on the wrong tab. This right here is what's called Naze's Lab Complex. It's the group of buildings here, all pretty much make up some wing of his lab. And since he's not here, I will assume Archie would share information. As far as Archie is aware, he knows of two other places. Because that's where he spent the most time. He spent This is Zed's castle, where he grew up. And the big building here in the center is the... Why can I not remember that character's name? I said it every day, every Wednesday for like a year and a half. Rated.
Oh, it was such an easy name. I was like, I need an easy name to remember my own characters.
Icon, but you get the gist. So the big building kind of center of town is a giant dojo where Raiden trains his disciples and pupils and anyone really who wants to learn the art of ninjutsu. And Archie would only know that because there was a time where he was trying to figure out whether he wanted to be a ninja or a fighter. And that's how he settled on samurai.
Ninja, a fighter, and went neither?
Well, somewhere in the middle, because they're kind of similar, I guess. But I get where the logic leap came in. It's not a good one, but it's there. But beyond that, even between the two of you, both of you are shut-ins by definition, I guess. So you didn't really wander the town any more than that.
Well,
So,
let's take a look around until we find something, I guess.
yeah.
And I assume you want to go in the opposite direction, right, Lauren?
Ooh, what?
Opposite direction of what?
Of where you were from.
Oh.
Depends on whether or not Nate started this. I don't know.
As far as you can tell, just with your passive perceptions and insights, it doesn't look like this fog has a origination point. It's just kind of everywhere. At least as far as you can see, there isn't like a canister that this is pouring out of.
Remember, we are under the effects of Rory's telepathic bond.
Yeah. And that lasts for 6 hours or an hour. I can't remember.
1 hour, yeah. So yeah, I'll redo it. Like that's the first thing I'll do when we get back here or get here. I'm like, let's hold for a moment. And I'll make sure we reset this and have it going for the first hour at least.
That's fair.
And from the center, there's no signs that look like an inn.
Roll me a perception. Hold on. I will take. Oh, that's a pretty good perception check. Okay, let me go. Because I will forget if I don't do it now. I will go put that on your sheet. Perception.
Oh no, it's not a ritual. Actually, I need to make some adjustments.
Before I get to that, let me check something.
64 spell points.
Rory's isn't a ritual?
No.
I thought it was. Oh.
Oh wait.
Then we didn't pass it.
Hold on.
It's weird if you actually look at Rory's, like it doesn't say it unless you I know I thought I read that one as a ritual. Where was it? I know where.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I thought it was too. But what did I do with Rory?
It is a ritual. It's a fifth level divination ritual. Right, that's how I got around Taylor's thing with it. Because I ritual cast it first. And it takes just enough time.
Yeah, fifth level, verbal, somatic, material, 2 eggs, ritual.
Let that go.
Yeah, it's weird because if you actually highlight it, it doesn't say it. Like if you're just kind of like looking at the spell.
Yeah, no, it is ritual. I remember because that's how I got around Taylor's permanent issues. That's pretty refreshing. All right, I'm just gonna flat out ask it. Topic: did you say something about having resistance to planar problem planar issues?
Yes, sir.
What
was
is it
one of the
called?
ones I asked for. I just threw it out there. What I didn't have it in there. I put I have immunities to planar side effects. So basically, like
Oh, got it.
in the DMG where it says, if you're if you sleep here, you get this, or the wind is howling and you can't sleep. I was just basically like those like little side effects that are natural.
This is your anime power
Yeah.
immunity, right? Got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's gonna change perspectives a little bit. Topic: there is no fog for you.
Oh, okay. Has anybody mentioned the fog?
Yeah.
Okay, but if it was mentioned, I would have mentioned what fog do you speak of?
The fog that's around us.
There is no fog here. Sorry, I think the young one is sick or something.
I must
maybe
be sick too because I see a green thick fog.
oh, maybe it's me. Maybe I have the ability to see through this. Interesting. I can be your eyes.
Do you have a true sight, maybe?
No, I do not.
Oh.
That would be cool though.
With a perception check of 60 side.
Damn.
You may drop that. That's my Wednesday token there. You, from where you guys are standing, you with your perception check of a 60, would see that this building here has a sign that depicts big for that swap, but well, depicts the average tankard and is called the Dark Hoof Tavern and Inn.
See the Dark Hoof Tavern and Inn. Let's go there.
What kind of place is that?
Tavern and Inn.
The Dark Hoof Tavern Inn.
I don't know. Maybe it has a minotaur that runs it. Satyr, Chokatar.
I remember a Minotaur. Then they became a lizard man. Then they left. So we got too crazy.
What? You had a minotaur that became a lizard man?
Yeah.
It seems strange. Did he just like transform randomly? Was it like a special ability of his? They just transform all the time. Did he fight in battles as the lizard man or was the minotaur?
I think Magic Comet changed his race. Oh, I think he got teleported somewhere and then came back as a lizard man. Very weird.
Agree.
So we're going to the inn?
Yeah, I thought that we were talking while we were walking to it.
As you guys get to the entrance, Toffee, you step through the threshold, and it's disorienting for a second. You feel this effect try to take a hold of you, but you just kind of brush it off because your immunity prevents this from affecting you. And when everyone else walks in, you all feel this kind of swirling sensation in the pit of your stomach. And next thing you know, Tofik is on the ceiling. Tofik, they're on the ceiling for you.
What are you guys doing up there?
I was
That
going to
was
ask you the
cool.
same question.
What are
You
you
guys
doing
all
up
just
there?
appeared on the ceiling. Hmm.
You're
So
on the
I'm odd.
ceiling.
So I'm odd man out. Interesting.
You don't see fog. You walk on ceilings.
So am I the cursed one, or are you?
Oh, I'm definitely cursed.
Well, I
Okay.
meant as a I meant the collective you. It's running. It's obviously not an association thing because I consider you a good friend of mine, Sai, and if you are
Now
cursed, I figured that association. Yeah, I don't know that Oni has the ability to have friends, so his association with you would definitely be
What do you mean?
much. What? Look, have you seen your friend Schnick?
He's a servant.
Oh, whatever. The creature I call Snick. Um, the man emulsified an entire or molted whatever you call burning people to death.
Uh,
An entire building for magical items and a petty um, grudge.
I can't force my servant to do whatever he wants. My new friend is Avatar right here. He's gonna grow up to be a big, strong dragon.
What,
Oh,
you going to have
that
him draw
reminds
5
me.
cards too?
That reminds me. Uh, Standing right beside Tofik, or kind of more perched, is Avatar.
On the ceiling?
Yeah,
For you guys, yes.
So
Avatar, are you okay?
he is fine. He is with me. I am not cursed. Does your dragon like coffee? Do you like coffee, sir?
Speak Draconic to him. They only know Draconic right now.
I cast tongues. Do you enjoy coffee, sir?
Or they also know Primordial.
Well, either way, speaking tongues, he can speak whatever language he wants. Don't know if I've ever tried, but I'm always willing to give something a taste at least once.
Hmm. How would you? Do you taste things as a dragon? Is there like a flavoring in substance, or are you more like birds who just eat like the hottest peppers known to man and aren't affected at all?
I consume air, so I mean,
What?
I can obviously eat, but I consume air.
I can do this. There's a thing called an infusion. I can do this for you. and Tophic will spend like just however long we're talking, just like with this alchemy thing, like okay, how do I make coffee into a vapor that you can like blow into an air dragon? And that's what I'm doing right now. It's like like creating the infusions of like smoke and stuff
Yeah.
for cooking, and basically is what I'm trying.
Yeah, I gotcha.
With a good berry bean, I'm trying the good berries too. I'm not gonna fuck around. We're gonna go with the good berry coffee.
Give me a alchemy tools check.
I want to make good coffee.
Oh, he's doing that. You know, I'm just gonna be all right. I'm gonna do my true sight for an hour, or I think a minute.
Uh, 25. Yes, you're familiar with the concept. You may not have done it a lot, but you've done it enough that you understand what you need to do. So it'll take you like 10 minutes, but you can easily pull this off.
So Avatar is your name. Yeah, interesting name. So they're the cursed ones, right? Not us. I hope. Do you feel cursed, sir? Would you know if you were cursed?
Why do I feel the need to say that I am the last airbender? Anyway, no, I don't feel cursed. In fact, I'm fairly certain I'm not.
I move away from the dragon. Okay, well you're good. You're good. There's this thing that happens when um I say things. So
No, that's
just
fair.
just
That's
don't.
fair.
You you are very be careful. Your friend will ask you to draw cards. The young one up there who used to be very small as a person, he's very large now, very strange and awkward he seems. But he does worship a god of deception. And I think he was raised by a crazy, insane man.
I will keep that in mind.
He looked like a dwarf in a suit, but I'm pretty sure he's a gnome.
What are you talking
Oh,
about
and I
over
say,
there?
Nate. We're talking about Nate, that gentleman I saw who wore that big robot thing, moved really fast. You called him a
Garrison.
dwarf, sir. I'm pretty sure he was a gnome.
Uh, he told.
He told you what? He never mentioned he was a dwarf ever. It was always that his artwork looked like a dwarf, and you guys just, I'm not you guys. I would say it was the troll, kind of just drove that home.
A troll?
Eris. I forgot who his fucking character was. He died and changed, and then I can't remember anymore.
I don't know who this guy you're talking about.
I know.
Nate never
It's
even told me
okay.
about.
Do you need a hug?
You could come all the way up here, sure.
No, I was gonna throw one. I was gonna have Sai throw one your way. He definitely.
Oh no, no.
So what do we got going on here?
I'm gonna
It
start
feels
knocking.
it feels like my immunities of my um. So in our world, do we know that they're okay? I don't know if we're calling them anime powers in this world, but do we know about these abilities, or are they kind of?
Yeah, no, it's outwardly known. That's why you can request things from the guild site and prove them.
Yeah,
Um,
okay, that's what I
and
figured.
that is what they are called in modern times. That was not what they were always called, but yes, that is their current anime powers. I'm working on changing that slowly.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. And that's why I didn't know if you'd come up with a your own name for it. But
Anime Arcana.
my anime arcana is immunities and side effects of time and other things I'm immune to. So maybe this is part of. Could we be not on a normal plane right now?
That's
Sai,
my
are you now attuning to a new plane? With your cloak, can you tell?
If I brought us here with the cubic gate, it would have been taking us to the material plane.
Hmm.
Unless something somehow intercepted it.
Okay, yeah, well, that's where I was just trying to see if we were at. So it seems strange.
Like, if I'm on a different plane, like, do I notice something different on my cloak, or do I have to physically start doing it?
Hold on. These are familiarize myself with that item.
This is interesting.
Here we go.
Yep, I'm uploading data right now.
In doing so, they prove worthy of carrying griffin designs across the plains, passing down the secrets of the cloak. Its creation to like-minded fools, sunny souls, with the heart and passion of true artisans. Has the ability to blank. Gives you the ability to travel to material to plane shift to an attuned plane. Uncommon variant removes the charges and control blink. So your version is the rare one.
Yep. So are we at 65 and? Oh, sorry.
I would say when you're on a plane that you are attuned to, the griffin feathers actively change to the color of that plane. I assume you're attuned to the material plane, right? Okay, I guess I assumed wrong.
I'm looking that up.
Why wouldn't you be though?
If it just happens automatically from
Prime
being
material,
on the
yeah.
plane, yeah.
Yeah, I would say you got to be prime material. There's no reason you wouldn't.
It's number one.
It is. I like how there's one listed as Lemon Library Land. Anyway, then when it comes to material plane,
Your library.
The feathers are always this return back to a standard griffin feather color. So like an offset chestnut brown or something.
You call my library what? Lemon Library Land?
Yeah.
Oh, she would love that. That fat fuck out there with those fucking lemon squares. I swear to God. If it wasn't against the rules, I'd be dead on.
They polluted Monday's campaign. One of the characters could only smell lemon squares.
How'd they get to Monday? Oh, I love it.
When you tell me that your favorite thing is sweets, that's the one thing I can think of off the top of my head because of all the things that happened in campaign 1 with lemon squares.
Well, that was fun. That was I enjoyed I enjoyed those little things he did. That was a cool fucking.
What is the opposite
Of what? Of a lemon square?
No.
Oh, we say a sugar cube.
Okay. This would have been blatantly apparent to you, Sai, the moment you got here. I'm sorry, I didn't think this through in terms of items you guys had. The cloak isn't brown, not the chestnut color you're used to. It's a weird mottled mix between neon pink, cyan, bright orange, and electric blue. And as far as
My cloak's broken.
every plane you've been to so far, these colors aren't shared with any plane.
All right. I'm gonna start attuning to this plane and say we're not. Um,
In Kansas
I don't know
anymore.
where we.
I
Yeah,
I
I
saw
didn't
this
want to
in
get
a play
zapped.
the no, I saw that in a play the other day. It was awesome. How that's not a pun? That is a saying, and it was in this beautiful play.
Fuck, I've got killed for less.
Well, the wizard was acting like he didn't have magic. It was funny. It was amazing, and there was a robot, and it was the first time I've ever seen a play um with a somebody like me, and it actually was pretty good. I think oh, he had heart. That's right, heart.
He just needed a brain.
Mhm. You were there, and you are you guys gonna get off the ceiling or what? What's going on here? I'm trying to. I'm. Yep. Oh, here we go. I'm about to make this dragon a coffee, and you guys are still just
I'm
dancing
going to
on the
open a
ceiling.
gate to the Black City, which won't work if we're on the material plane.
Ooh. Mhm. What if you just can't open a gate here? What if that's just like against the rules?
As you attempt to open a gate, you feel the spell fail, but not because you're on the material plane. The charges of your cube are not consumed, but you feel a force blocks planar travel from this location.
Hmm.
I throw down the well.
Wait, this is the group, isn't it? Hold on. This is the trouble of running two separate campaigns in the same setting, with three of you being in the same campaign on both days. Let's see, is it Rorin or Vondar who has that? The Predator helmet.
That's me.
Oh, well then you would actually kind of recognize where you are because you guys have been here before. It just didn't look like this in the location you were in before. If you'd like, you can make an insight check. Because I think the exact same thing happened to you when you were there.
17.
Yes, you are in the mirror first. A very interesting dimensional space created by the Keeper. At least this is what people know. The Keeper created this space to ward off, originally to just ward off planar travel into the Black City without permission. It kind of grew to be a thing when he was temporarily taken off of the material plane by a certain Carcoon killing dagger. And so occasionally you hear these horror stories of people finding pockets of this place. And the only way out is to wait for a creature called the Karma to show up to guide you out. But no one knows exactly how long that takes because time feels weird here, first of all. And second of all, based on other parties' accounts, that time varies. And I will say, you remember that the reason you got out of here last time was because you used a certain well.
Yeah, we're in the Mirrorverse. Could someone have set up the Mirrorverse defense over Shademere instead of the Black City?
Say, just passively from what you know about the other members of the Dead of Night, You're fairly certain it wasn't Nate who did it, because this is not something that would interest him. He's more interested in creating the perfect being, as you know. And from what you know about Zed, based on what Archie's told you, he's not really a caster. So, in terms of this being a strange magical effect, you would need a lot of magic power. So you know there was, again, this is just past knowledge. You know there's a few divines amongst them, but you're not. Your knowledge of the divine is either everything's possible or nothing's possible. There's not much to define it in like textbooks per se. So it could have been one of the Dead of Night members, but you're not confident in that answer either, because most of them weren't spellcasters, at least not hardcore ones. And you need a degree of magic control with that divine power to do something like this.
It could also be an attack on Shademere. I know it's not the most popular place.
And then anyone who tries to go home comes here. It will help make it so no reinforcements come.
The well was able to get us out of the Mirrorverse last time, so maybe we can use that again, and then I can try to plane shift us, say, 100 miles out from Shademere.
After I attune to this place, do we want to like do a quick run around to make sure there's no lost stragglers?
I think it'll be very hard to find stragglers.
Actually, if you want to stay here to attune, and if there's no one in this world that reflects the material plane, I would like to go check out Nace's lab, see what he's been up to, if we can find it.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, do I gotta like sit down while I attune to this plane?
No, you just can't do anything tactic. So you could like walk around, but you couldn't participate
I
in
will
combat. You
straggle
couldn't go
behind the
running. Okay. All right. So assuming everyone's leaving the tavern.
Yeah.
There's no one in there, I assume.
No, nothing. So. Topic. Are you going with them? Or attempting to
Yeah.
at least sync your movements?
Yeah.
As everyone else leaves, you guys find yourselves back into the road. Strange mists. It's not very much later in the day than it was. But topic, as you go to exit the door, you hear strange whispering.
Like outside the door or just
Kind of like,
everywhere?
not necessarily everywhere, it's a strange transition point, because you didn't notice it going into the door, you only noticed it inside the door frame, essentially. And you hear things like, look, We found a new one, but that one's different. We take that one out first.
In my head this time, I think we're still under Rory's. I'd be like, I'm hearing voices, and now you are too. Um, be on your guard.
That's what I then gonna ask you still hear him or
I mean, I'm aware now, but I'm attuned into the cloak, so I'm half-heartedly aware.
Profit. Because you're aware, I will give you advantage. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, charisma. Actually, I think I have an ability that'll let me. I don't know if it's charisma though. Check real quick. It might just be. No, Constitution was no, but I'll just make that a 20. Feeling some kind of craziness here and whatever. I'll replace it with my 20 I rolled today, and so I have a 25.
You succeed. You feel like this strange, not quite slimy, like being in touch with a slime, but like sticky slimy, as this something brushed against you.
That.
This one has great willpower. We'll have to wear it down.
Um, 5. Um,
And also a topic, maybe a perception. Once you fully step through the doorway out onto the street, on the side of the dojo, because you came out west, so you're facing west. On the side of the dojo, you see in blood, run. You have to ESC, and then the rest of it's not finished.
um, I believe. Can anybody else see that? I kind of like in my head, obviously in our roars, I was like, anybody else notice the sign on the dojo?
No.
Um, it says run. We must. I'm guessing the man was caught in the middle of writing the word escape. Was it there when we
Uh,
went inside? That's the question.
I believe so. I mean, if Sai was able to do a quick look around and not see it, and you were able to see it, it's not good at all.
Hmm.
Shall we start hasting the nades and then?
If you think we're in danger here, I'm more than willing to just leave now.
Have they done anything to you?
I believe something happened. They are talking about uh, wearing me down.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the group's in danger, then yes. Future sometime, I'll make it back here and I can attune to it.
Yeah, Tofik.
Yes, sir. Oh, those are gummies. You cannot have them. No.
No. Does 21 hit you?
No, sir, it does not.
As you're standing here debating with your allies, you hear a scraping sound on your back right calf. Or I guess the back of your right calf. Sorry, I should have said better.
I believe there was something trying to eat me. Is there something there?
Not that you can see, but using the perception check you made before, with a 24, you do see a slimy footprint, but it's unlike anything you've seen before. It has like 7 toes in the front and 2 toes in the back, but the toes aren't equally distributed like a bird's foot. It's like the first one is like 3 knuckles long, if you think of like a regular knuckle bone. The third one is 8 knuckles long. The fifth one is only 1 knuckle long. These are very disjointed and unshapen hand or feet footprints.
I'll quickly throw that description at Roran, like in a yeah, in some kind of like, mm, would that be something you might have gotten out from your master's collection, Roran?
It's possible. I have blind sight to 30 feet and tremor sense to 20 feet. Do I detect anything?
You do, but it's so light that like the moment you get a fix on it, it's gone. But you do feel something kind of not necessarily circling Tofik, but it's definitely keeping close, but it's making it very hard to keep track of it.
Okay, there's definitely something here. Tofik, do you want to open the well?
Yes, you guys ready to go? It might be a bad place where we're landing in.
You play which one roll.
Mm-hmm.
Random planes for me.
All right. Going from this hell to a prison.
And you're not wrong.
I think we've been here before.
Roll me a d4. As you put the hole down, you see sorry, you don't see. Well, maybe you kind of see it. It's kind of like a mirage effect as a heat blast hits you in the face. And you see for miles and miles around, from what you can at least see from the hole, is nothing but lava. There are places that if you have the inkling to, there are places to stand and walk, like hardened stone areas, but for the most part, this plain is covered in lava.
Tony just looks at you.
I'll pick up the cardboard cutout and fly through the well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my wings and also start flying.
I will pick up Tofik. Shall we?
Sure. Oh, this is cool.
Fly through. What do we do? Do we grab the well as we go through?
Yeah, I just as we step through, we just I just snatch it like I normally do.
As you actually enter the space, the air is foul with acrid smoke. If you are vulnerable to being blinded and do not have eye protection, you would be immediately blinded upon entering this location. Aside from that,
We fly through and immediately stop because I can't see.
I can't see either, but I have blind sight.
Yeah, you're good. So basically, the acrid smoke you see is this yellowish, nauseating smoke. If you are susceptible to poisons, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good on that one.
Mm. Me too.
Mr. Coffee, I can't see. If I'm getting near something, let me know.
I got you, sir. I'll start
Nice,
directing
nat
him.
20.
This place is foul.
My cloak is only attuned to two places with lava. One is a plane of fire, and one lava goes up at a 45-degree angle. Is the lava going up at a 45-degree angle?
No, well, kinda in some places, but not specifically here. I don't think you're attuned to Gehenna.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you're just in a different layer. I think last time you guys were here, you actually got the first layer, which was Callus. Yes,
This
because
one's
I remember
30 degrees.
I remember describing this as because Callus is the one that has river Styx in it. You guys are in the next layer down, which is Chamada, which is literally just a lava hellscape with basically a lot of Caldor would fit right in here, or Collateral. Monday knows what I'm talking about. They fit in right here. A lot of cities that are inside volcanoes here.
Once we're through, I'll use my blind sight to gather everyone and plane shift us 100 miles outside of Shademere.
Roger that. You know, this might be funny. Tofik, you said as you went through, you grabbed the edge of the well and basically pulled it in with you, right?
And I would have been obviously the last part. I would have made sure Archie and everybody else was through before I did it. But yes.
Odd or even higher or low?
Oh God. I don't even want to know. That's yeah. I'm Graham. I'm Graham.
It was highly odd.
Oh,
As you guys get back to the material plane 100 miles outside of Shadowmere, you all get a ding from your guild cards.
We're under attack.
why? Because our guild card said something.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes, I think they're trying to arrest us again for something.
I'll check the
After
card.
after about a minute, you're flying this way. Quest complete.
What
Well,
the
that makes
hell?
sense. Well, just the fact that we went there and figured out that Shadesmere is under the effects of some kind of planar shifter thing.
But we
Oh shit! So if we had just traveled here and like went in normally, we'd be like walking around for like days trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong.
It also
A
says
little.
under quest complete, um, creatures killed, and a bunch of question marks are across your card, Rory. And then next to the after it's basically displayed like 30 question marks, a space, and just a one.
did it. Did it jump through the portal?
Into the lava?
It definitely could have. I would not put it past something I couldn't see it. I really just weird because I do have tremor sense such as you, and I did feel the disturbances in the area. But hmm, I don't know if that's sad or not. You know, they were trying to eat me. That huh?
Oh, at least won't be hungry anymore.
It's a good way to look at that.
Great job, everyone.
I wonder what that thing was then. Was able to put that over.
You wonder what the what was?
But what he want? He just wants to know what happened to the city. I'm guessing. What caused the mirror ing?
Well, yeah, that Marion, and then also a creature died, and that solved the quest. What was the creature? It just has question marks on it.
Because the card knew not what died. It's not like it's all knowing.
Should we continue on then? Go to adjust the mythic beast.
Yeah, were we given a location for the Dullahan?
You get a message from Bravenhold. I need you and your party to come see me ASAP.
Uh, Ravenhold's requesting a meeting
Yeah.
Okay.
When does he need that meeting? Not like a couple days
as
now?
soon as
Yesterday?
possible.
Oh. You notice that those words don't seem as urgent as the acronym ASAP. Interesting. Feels less important when you actually say those letters in the words they represent. Huh, interesting. Um, can how long is it gonna take us to get there? Are we doing another travel somewhere?
Oh, I can get us there.
Well,
Well, I can get us to the Adventurers Guild. When if the blindness is worn, if it's been a minute.
Oh,
Yes.
was my 17 enough for the poison effect?
Yes, you were good. In fact, everybody passed. Even the cardboard cutout.
It's been great seeing a cardboard cutout just coughing.
When my vision comes back, I start doing teleportation circle to the Adventurers Guild in the Black City.
You don't think they'll be mad that we just teleport there? Just wanna, we just pop up. I mean, keep doing it, but you just don't think they'll be like,
10 minutes? Or is it just 1?
1 minute for that.
After about a minute, you're able to describe it. Nothing stops you. A portal opens. Your gems and inks consumed.
This
And you
is
find
really weird
yourself,
because it's just like markers and stuff like that.
and you find yourselves in the Black City Adventurers Guild.
Walk through. Hi.
So
Go on
you
my
just
card.
walk. You just walk through.
Yep.
Sai, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. As little red orbs appear and start to make a sound.
What? I hold out my card. Authorization to use circle. 47.
just looking through the portal of this.
Do we bring
You
some?
watch 4 red beams emit from these small round devices. Sai, you're able to dodge them easily. Then it deactivates because you showed it your card.
I'm just rank C, rank C.
Follow through with card out, showing.
I'll go up to the receptionist and say, "What's the proper use to not get shot by lasers when you go through the teleportation circle? I thought we just needed this."
Well, that gives you authorization to use the circle. You still have to warn people when you're going to use it. Otherwise, that's how you get anomalies that happen. People fusing into people, and then we get
Wait,
new
so if we use it at
abominations.
the same time as somebody else?
Yes, exactly. There's about a 5% chance that you become one, and not in the good way.
All
That's the
right.
good way.
So
They look at you up and down and go, "I'll tell you when you're older."
Like 9 feet tall.
you still got a baby face.
Yeah, that's the funny part. He still looks like a Lullafell. He just looks 9 feet tall. Never beat the allegations.
We did a quest.
Oh,
And
Representative Schumacher's quest. We appreciate you looking into that. So the Mirrorverse is back. The guild officials are going to... Wait, I'm a guild official. The upper guild officials are going to have to go have a word with the keeper, since that is his mess. And he has yet to fix it. I feel like it's intentional. And what is this? You killed blank creature. Question mark creature. I don't know if I've ever seen it do that.
There was some sort of unseen creatures in the mirrorverse, and we suspect one of it followed us through as we were escaping and got killed.
Creatures in the mirror first, you say? Takes out the crystal tablet and starts making notes. That's and pulls out another crystal tablet and starts looking up information. The only creatures that live in the crystal in the mirrorverse are the karmas. Nothing lives there. That's strange. This will warrant further investigation. I'm gonna probably bring the information that you've given me to my superiors and see if they agree that this is gonna warrant a scouting or investigation quest into the mirrorverse, because there aren't supposed to be creatures there.
Yeah, we weren't able to look around to see if there was anyone else because we were under attack and we escaped to Gahana.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hear that's lovely this time of year.
I don't recall.
Yeah, we
anything.
were in a bad spot. We chose the second layer instead of the first, where the river Styx is. You know, you can get a good, you know. You obviously don't want to get too close because you want to remember the vacation and all that. But you know,
Oh yeah, for the creatures, the only thing that they left were like slime marks, and they have like seven. They have 7 toes.
Everyone's a different length.
Continues to jot down the information you've given.
what'd you say?
I feel like I've seen this description before, but don't know where. And as soon as he looks from the away from the tablet, blinks 2 or 3 times. Hi, welcome to the Adventures Guild. How can I help you today?
Son of a!
Son of a what?
Son of a what? Is that your name, or you?
Here, we're here to turn in a quest.
Oh, quest turn in. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm just.
Oh, hey, the information's up in front of me. How convenient. Official Schumacher's quest to
Yeah.
Shademere.
Yeah.
Got.
We went there. There was some creature with like
That's
7 digits on its toe, and each one was a different length.
It was 9.
And 2 back
goes
toes.
to pick up a crystal to start writing on the tablet again. Hey, I've got notes here. Exactly what you described. Interesting. Looks away from the tablet. Hi, welcome to the Adventures Guild. How can we help you today?
Hi, we're here to
Oh
turn
my
in a quest.
So it seems like
Do not look.
we
Do
can't
not
give you
look
too
away
much
from.
information on
Do
quest.
not look away from the trap. Do not look away from the tablet. Just keep going and just give us
I
service.
could be here a while, guys.
I see that.
No, just we gave you the information. Every time you look away from the tablet that has the information of it, you forget. So, no, don't. What? I see.
Just start writing on the tablet and looking at it. Every time.
Now you gotta stay looking at it. Now you gotta stay looking at that tablet. You idiot.
Time you look away from tablet, you forget. Exclamation. Okay, and instinctively just looks away. Hi, welcome to the Adventures Guild. How can we help you today?
I guess great restoration on him to try and restore his memories.
Oh God. Does he even...
You know, being C ranked level adventurers doesn't give you the right to just randomly cast spells on people. You should really get their consent first. But
You gave us your consent. Look at your tablet.
The tablet. I don't see any consent. Looks away.
Now look at me.
Hi, welcome to the Adventures Guild.
See?
How can
Problem fixed.
I guess that didn't work. I give Sai a high five on that one.
Good. That was good.
You got all the information on that. Look at tablet. You have all the information on the tablet. Send it to your superiors. Do not look at it. Do not look at that tablet. You are not to look at the tablet. All the
Push,
information's right there. Give it to your
just push
kid.
send. Just send or talk to somebody or get somebody else out here. Are you feeling okay?
Being yelled at by random adventurers that just, you know what?
I know, we just got here.
We're not
No,
we're
so
not.
we did this quest.
Oh God.
No,
He,
don't
he
do it,
just
Bob.
turns around and starts to walk to the back to go grab someone else.
Uh,
Returns
did
about
we
the end.
ruin?
The first person was a half elf, by the way. The second person who comes out is his backseat.
Hi.
Oh God.
No.
I hear that there's a little bit of a problem out here. What can I do for you? I'm
There's
the
no
We
problem.
Black
encountered a
City branch.
creature. We encountered a creature on a quest that seems to have the ability to make people forget that the creature existed, and we tried telling the other representative about it, but he kept forgetting about the creature and everything we told them.
It's right on the crystal, but every time he looks at the crystal and looks away, he forgets.
I've heard
So
about
it's
something.
the crystal, because you said it's on the crystal. There's a lot
Keep
of
your eyes there.
information here.
Keep your eyes there. Do not look away from it. Keep your eyes there now.
And make sure you write on there that every time you look away, you forget.
It's already
How
here.
many
It's
times?
right at the bottom. The 3 exclamation
Yeah. Just put another
Put your
exclamation
signature on
point.
there so that you know you did it too.
Yeah.
Put his signature on there. Just gonna warrant some investigating.
Yeah, he said that like 8 times, and
Uh
I'm having a
huh.
fucking blast. How many times do you think we can get it with you?
Did the half elf come back? Is he witnessing this?
He's kind of like in the doorway. He's not fully back. He's trying to keep his distance from you, or at least that's what you can kind of get with your passive insight. But he's there watching. And the other guy looks up from the tablet and goes, "You only have to deal with this once."
What?
Who?
You good?
Uh.
Okay.
I'm a memory.
What's that?
Only claps.
It's a wizard's class that's sole purpose is to remember shit and look in the past.
So can you tell your partner that we weren't fucking with him?
You, you,
He won't believe you. He is 100% like ready to levy uh, grievances against you.
Tell him to look at the
I would
tablet.
too.
Look away.
Don't
Believe me,
touch it.
I've
All silent.
yeah. Yes, I've levied things against ours too. So I have a grievance against every member of this party.
Looks like Archie. All right. We gotta go now. We'll speak with that instructor. Looks like that's important. That's what's important to tell us.
No,
Do we get our rewards?
that's gonna take a little time because we're gonna need to look into this. No, look, this was not an official on the books quest. Schumacher told us that this is something that he was going to do, but you guys got it done so fast that he hasn't even filed the paper. So
Oh, yeah.
we're going to have to discuss with him, take the new information about what was there into account, and then we can determine what his level was so that we can get your
Okay. Are you gonna message us on the guild card, or do we just come back here and check in?
pay. No, we'll message you. There's no need to make you wait around or come back unnecessarily.
Thank you for your time. Does anyone else have anything for this nice receptionist,
No, I'm
The
good.
reception.
guild master,
Not the guild master. I am a branch manager.
branch manager?
The Black City doesn't necessarily have a guild master because this is the association headquarters home. So this particular branch is uh, completely managed by the association, whereas other guilds are a part of the web, but you need a guild master to keep things running smoothly, and they report to the association. Here, this guild hall is just a part of the association.
You pay your dues, bro.
They're a lot, but I do get paid well. So anyway, I will get this up to the right people. I think we're gonna need a lot of memory. We might actually not fight. You know, there is this noble who went missing a few months ago, who was said to be a member of the village. Maybe she would
Do
be
we
perfect for this quest.
do we go hunt her down?
No, they went missing in one of the dungeons.
Everybody forgot where she went.
No, it's the dungeon they're in is very difficult to deal.
Oh,
Whoops.
need to make need a place where a minotaur would come in handy.
Well, from what we know about the shifting sands, it's arranged in a sort of cube-like pattern that the longer you take to go through it, the more the next room changes to be a different room.
Hmm. Sounds like something a crazy cat lady would come up with for a prison or some kind of trap.
Indeed. Anyway, I will let you know when your reward is.
Thank you.
All right. Go to see Ravenholdt then.
Yeah.
So, the voiceless flute. You guys walk over there. Time going. You find Ravenhold in his usual spot. Uh, the team A, they're calling you these days. Welcome.
The team A.
Yes, that is the name you earned using the gauntlet. Team A.
You would see Rowan grimace slightly at that because that's what Naze's group was originally called.
Hmm. I would have grimaced also just because it's a horrible name, but I can't.
I like your enthusiasm, but in the future, when you go and kill a mythical creature, could you just kill the one that I assigned to you and not go all gung ho and killing another one?
What mythic creature?
I was informed by the guild that you killed a mythic creature. As he looks through his messages, a question mark creature. But apparently it was tagged as mythic.
Yeah, but that could be
Did
incorrect.
you let us know when we did that? Because our memories are a little fuzzy.
I keep trying
I
to tell him
mean,
when it happened. I just don't remember.
kind of chased us and
Uh,
jumped into lava.
less than an hour ago.
Do you know what plane we were on when we killed it?
The mirror.
Oh, what followed us to
Oh,
hunt
sorry.
back
Sorry, no,
there?
you would be in Gehenna. You would have been on Gehenna.
Also, we did not know it was mythic, and we
I was
did not know.
blinded. I didn't see shit.
Then yeah, I was being carried by a blinded person, so I was more his eyes. So I was more responsible for a head than what might have been following us through the hole.
It followed us through the portal to Gehenna and fell into the lava while we were all flying. We didn't actually fight it.
You didn't get the second fragment.
I mean,
What's
Probably in
the
the
second
lava.
fragment?
I can't really touch lava.
Like, uh, the fragment was on the creature.
Fragment would have manifested itself when you killed the mythic creature.
Yeah. And,
Hold
oh,
on 1 second. He'll
fuck
hold up
you.
both his hands, and you wouldn't even realize he's casting a spell because he's doing it subtly. You just see this
Anybody grab?
bright flash of light, and then uh, you would recognize something looks similar to your fragment lands on the table, except smoke is starting to come from the table as it is cherry red.
That looks hot.
Ah, flashbang! You could have warned.
It was better than having you have to go back and find this.
I was about to ask anybody grabbed some Gehenna before we left, but
The table, which is what catches fire. Oh shit! He just starts patting out the fire.
Only takes like 20 feet back.
I cast frostbite on it.
Well, he kind of slides across the table, kind of like pawing it. Whoever wants to claim it can claim it.
hmm.
Looks at Archie.
Is like someone supposed to claim more than one of them?
If Archie touches that, he'd burst into flames. Yeah, it's well, we have fragments of the whole, is what I've, if we were to continue, I don't know. I don't have any problems with others taking, um,
Technically, it can be either used to upgrade an existing one or given to someone else so that they gain the benefits of the first fragment. It would still count as your team holding two.
oh,
Sleeping benefits it gives. Think you're giving resistance to fire?
He looks at Topic. Topic already knows the benefits that the first fragment gives.
Topic.
yes, sir.
The benefits, please.
He's topic is probably just kind of looking at the fragment.
I have no interest in it.
Sorry.
It is a very powerful thing, and Tophic will grab the fragment.
It glows, it disappears, and just becomes one with you.
Woo! So, are you saying we don't have a mythical beast to kill? I guess since we accidentally killed whatever crazy creature followed me out that door. It felt grim to do something like that.
Oh, this. Well, guys keep on talking.
Mhm. This will be interesting.
I would like
Kind
that topic. I would like to be resistant to fire again.
it did not make me resistant to fire.
Oh no,
I am immune to fire, and I
You can
always
get a
have
ring for
been.
that, Tony.
I used to be immune to it. Now I'm now fire will kill me easily.
Wait a second.
He's a tree boy.
So, like, you used to be resistant to fire,
Yes, and
Immune.
now
and
he's
now
a
you're
tree boy.
vulnerable to fire.
Yes.
Used to be immune to it. Then I'd be.
But you used to be immune,
Yeah,
and then you got vulnerable, and that just got rid of the immunity.
yeah. I think once I got the tree card twice, it it got rid of the immunity and gave me much more weakness now.
So, like, when you had the tree once, were you like even, like you were immune and vulnerable, so you were just normal? And then when you got the tree a second time, you went, nah, nah, we're going super vulnerable.
I believe
Yeah.
that doesn't seem. But he's
Uh,
very durable now, and I kind of like punch you. No.
yeah.
The benefit to you, my friend, would have been an improvement across all facets of your abilities, to a place, I would say most aspire to. Um, there are places to go beyond, obviously, but it puts you in a very nice place.
Well,
I'm sorry
all
I
right.
took
The wife
I'm
now.
sorry I took the second one and did not give you an option. Um,
No,
Ah,
you
something
good.
roll 2d20.
something drew me to the.
Honestly, I was expecting Archie to pick it up right away since he's been wanting to, the whole little challenge between Archie and Sai. I was expecting you know, but the
I, st-
cardboard cutout.
I still don't understand that. It's as though.
Interesting.
mm, It's weird to be endowed and pushed to somebody else or whatever, having to fulfill somebody else's wishes.
Ah,
Hmm?
cardboard cutout comes to life.
I throw the coffee I have in my hand, like, oh, fuck, oh shit, Archie's you. I'm sorry. Oh, you might want to get that clean. That was a Cuban. It's most likely. It's like tar. I didn't even know I had it in my cup.
Welcome back.
Boy, are you fine? Everything all right with you, Archie?
Yep, I'm here.
So look, if you're really in the mood to, are you guys fighting still, or
No, no, we're not doing that. I am not participating in that.
the conversation got a little heated? I noticed. So we're good.
Yep.
Good. So I made this smoke coffee earlier. I don't know how Avatar enjoyed it, but it was kind of weird. Never tried to infuse smoke with coffee, and adding the sugar was an odd concept. I was trying to figure out which sugar would you use to infuse a sweetness into your smoke.
You talking about the tornado dragon?
Yes, well, he doesn't. He consumes air. He said, and it's very hard to give him a cup of coffee when he's an air breather, eater, whatever he is. And so I infused some smoke with some coffee. Um, I chose maple in the end, for the sweetness. I he he seemed quiet after I gave it to him. I don't know. You might want to. Yeah,
I'll speak
I don't know.
draconic to air. Eric, did you like the coffee?
Yeah, I thought his name was Avatar. You're so confusing me here.
Only
Yeah,
looked at his
sorry.
tablet and then looked away.
Sorry, the tablet was very. I had to look at it once more. Sorry, yeah, Avatar, last bender.
That's actually a cool name, Last Bender,
Thank
like
you.
Past Bender, Cast Bender, Blast Bender.
Hey, Avatar, could you leave the room real quick? Or actually, no, it's you. Stay. Yeah, you can stay. Let me speak in common. You might be evil,
Who?
Avatar.
And
I just want you to know if he does do anything
who?
bad, please excuse his actions.
No. That would be like saying, "Hey, Sir Snick just light a bunch of people on fire. It's okay." It
Sir
doesn't work
Six
that
is
way.
different. Sir Six is
It's
he's an intelligent person, or
mm,
he's at least has a functioning brain. Or it's like still young.
from the conversation we're having right now, and the conversation I had with your dragon in the Mirrorverse. Um, he might be the one of the two of you who have a functioning brain.
Yeah, it's the scary part. If he's evil and he has a functioning brain, that's very scary.
Why?
Because that means he'll outsmart me, and he
Well,
will
well
be able
that
to take over.
from everything I understand of a current emperor, he had a leaning in the not so generous department.
The Emperor was evil?
I didn't say he was evil per se. I just heard that he didn't lean in the generous department. He was self motivated. I'm pretty sure from the stories I've read in certain handouts of individuals disappearing within the city. There's always this question: is was the emperor involved? Oh, ow!
You'll find it is no longer called the first fragment.
I sat forward and bashed my knee. I got all excited.
And in order to take our next part of the quest, we need to gain more levels?
Yes, at least two. So you guys went ahead and killed a mythic creature that would have qualified you for the next. The next one. According to the guild card, that thing was at least a threat rating of 12. So being mythic, it tends to make their threat rating more like 50.
I guess he should have invested in fire immunity.
He was just like me. Maybe we all have a mythic monster in us.
It's sad, but you can say that about this group.
I mean, you guys literally were up against. When you guys fell in the tournament, you guys were up against CR15s. So, and you still managed to kill quite a few of them from where it started. So anyway, yes, come back and see me when you're at the 12th level. We will talk about your next one, and maybe in the meantime think about whether you want to deal with the political problems of Alarak, or if you want to deal with commanding a large army.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's answer the question where you want to go on this one.
We're still level C, right? So
That's
we go take some higher level quests so we can level up faster, or is there any other method?
Ooh, can we ask you that question, O handler?
questing is always a good way to do it. Just adventuring out into the world, whether there's quest or not, is always worth a good bit of experience. It's about building your experience, about seeing the world, dealing with problems that require you to think and develop your own strategy.
I think Grumpy wants to go visit your keep, Oni.
Come on, man. We
Who?
haven't really done it. Limbo, my friend. You're building. Let's go find your bar.
But I don't know who this Grumpy is.
Ghost
You're about
Fighter.
to find
Sorry.
you're about to find out how grumpy I am.
Well, shall we go? Can we get to Limbo? Does anyone not? Does anyone have a?
Yeah.
My gate connects there. I think I still have a charge left.
We don't have to go right now. We can definitely take a break.
Ooh, should we go shopping before we go to Limbo? Like, are we gonna need like the fuck's in Limbo? Ah, I'm gonna look up my book. My book on planes. I'm gonna go to Limbo and see if there's anything that we
Turtles are not
should
interested in that place.
grab
I'll
with us
tell you that.
before we go.
Yeah, that is the one plane that turtles just hate going to. Limbo, or I should say tortoises.
Why?
So what does your book say, Si?
About how low can you go?
Now think about a tortoise.
Limbo is known as the plane of supreme chaos. It embodies both landscapes, all four elements, rocks, trees, strong winds, pockets of liquid, solids, or gas. Sometimes they change. A very strong and hardy race is powerful enough to, or creative enough to tamp down that chaos into livable, safe environments as long as they understand that this place derives itself from intelligence. There was once a connection between Arborea and this place. Unfortunately, Arborea has fallen, so there is no longer a direct connection between those two planes. Rose exclusively here called Shift Spice. It's kind of like those what do you call those things? The dipstick candy. Apparently, every flavor in every packet of this Shift Spice tasted different, and the way that you ate it was dipping into it, or using your wetted fingers and eating it that way. You also know that this is the primary home of the Git and the Slot, and that there are
Who?
three, three, three planes or three levels to this plane.
Sounds fun. Just
We don't know
try and
which level
try.
your place is on, so this will be an adventure.
Especially
We
with
know the
Kusarai and
exact
Slod,
location.
and you
We
know
don't
the
know the
exact
place.
location.
Yeah, we know the exact location. Remember, like we even seen it through the portal.
Yeah, there was something guarding it, so I closed the
Oh,
gate.
oh, that's right.
Uh, there is one thing I've been wanting to work on.
Yes.
I'm not sure how long it would take. And he'll pull out a vial full of gold liquid and say, apparently this can turn someone into a god, and I would like to take it.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Are we just gonna just chug it and see where we go with that?
Uh,
Ravenhold, does
the,
he chug this?
What that
well,
is?
he called it liquid divinity,
New to me.
and he suggested that I might want to spare some protection. He mentioned Death Ward in particular, the person I
Cast Death
spoke
Ward
to.
on you.
Sounds lovely. Well, if you'll excuse me, I can need to be 100 miles from here. Snaps his fingers, he disappears.
What?
Oh, I also have.
I get it to you right now.
I am a scroll of premonition,
Right.
but I don't want to use that in the middle of the Black City, since this is an unpredictable item. I haven't used it before.
All right. So let's just take stock of everybody here. So Roran's going to do that. Who is going with Roran to do that?
Oh, I raised my hand.
Yeah, same only. Only wants to do it.
Yeah, I think if if this is just a drinking thing, like we go somewhere and does his scroll, does his drinky.
I could create a wall of force around you, and in case you wanted something like that to protect what's something out here and something like that, you or you just go and we see what happens.
Archie. So that covers everybody but Archie. So what is Archie going to be following them to this?
Yep.
Okay. Before that happens, Archie disappears.
Okay.
Find yourself in infinite blackness that you have become almost dangerously familiar and comfortable. You feel like you shouldn't feel at home here because this is clearly like last stop.
Mhm.
But you've been training, you've been learning under the tutelage of Thea. When, as I described it earlier, you had the choice between being a ninja and being a fighter, and you decided to go somewhere in the middle.
Mhm.
So as you've been training here, you find yourself in a new space you haven't seen. Normally, you're just in kind of this almost wilderness-like expanse where there's just nothing but a tent, a campfire, and the food that you remember to bring with you. This time, you find yourself standing before some iron gates to a very large and black mansion.
I imagine I do not know these. This would be my first time ever seeing them.
Correct.
Being familiar with the place, I would approach slowly, cautiously, not to offend.
The gates will swing open, and you'll see the exterior door, front door, rather, open.
Okay.
Upon entering the parlor, you will see similar to what Sai saw before, but Sai's was less built. So you see it basically like at first you kind of mistake it for an adventurers guild because as you walk in, there's like these little cubbies where people are sitting there and reading through paperwork and stamping things, and there are these lines that kind of reminds you of when the guild cards stopped working, how they were like lines wrapped all the way around
Mhm.
the city. You see like 13 distinct lines to these 13 distinct cubicles, and you'll see ghostly representations of beings manning those cubicles. Um, the only one you recognize right off the bat would be Anubis.
Gotcha.
He's so distinct. You see I think, familiar skeletal child walk up to you and motion for you to follow.
I would follow, but first I would take a knee and bow my head and apologize for running him over with the cart.
Gives you two thumbs up.
I would say I meant no offense.
He pounds his skeletal frame, and you realize now that he is no longer made of bone, because as his fist hits his like rib cage, you hear a solid dwong.
Like nice new upgrades as we walk forward.
And I'd say this takes you 5 minutes, even with his guidance to help you get through the mansion. You get the feeling that if you had somehow stumbled in here by yourself, or if an enemy stumbled in here by themselves, there would be no way to find your way around. Every time you turn a corner, it feels like you've been at this corner before, but at the same time, it feels like you haven't gone this way. It's disorienting to say the least. No ability, no feature, and no item can help you find your way through here unless you have permission to be.
Got it.
And even then, the skeleton takes you through this winding path that takes 5 minutes. But you come to a very black, gold, and red adorned door. It gestures.
Okay. I would approach.
The doors swing inward, and you come to a room that is well furnished. You see, not as impressive as some of the libraries you've seen, but you see stacks of bookshelves with books on them. But they don't look like you've been in the Magi Assembly. It doesn't look like the it's not the same style that on the material plane you find books, you write books and things like that. This appears to be like a name and a date range, a name and a date range. And these books just go almost ad infinitum as far as you can see. And standing next to a fireplace that adorns a colorless flame. You can tell there's a flame there just because you can see sort of the mirage-ish effect and feel the heat coming off it even from across the room. But there is
Mhm.
no flame with no color. And you see sitting in one of the chairs is your your current teacher right there.
Say evening.
Technically, I think it's morning, but
Oh,
time is already.
and did not expect to meet you.
Well, you can say that something interesting just happened that has changed my opinion of our little situation. Please
Hopefully not
sit down.
too terrible.
I'm gonna get right to the point. I don't need you inside to fight. There is a need for the two of you that you guys have just proven to the entire universe. You and your party mates may not know it yet, but what you just did saved the material plane. You dumped a creature that would have been nightmarish, to say the least, in that environment into lava and killed it. That creature, if left to its own devices, evolves to fit its locale, its area. So if you leave it in the middle of a desert in a small, deserted or nearly deserted town, it'll take a long time to grow and it will liken itself to the desert that it's growing in. But if you take the same creature and put it in a, well, let's just face it, that plane should not exist, but it does because there were necessities at the time it was created. You put that creature there, it's going to develop abilities that will consume the material. And unfortunately, this has earned Shademere a bit of ire. It has it had my attention before. It has the attention of someone much much more important. In his
Got it.
pursuit to create a perfect creature, Naze brought an abomination to Shademere. Something that we're already having trouble dealing with where it lives currently. Bringing a new one, creating a whole new locale for it, that is unacceptable. I normally don't care whether a creature lives or dies, because that is part of the cycle. These creatures need to be eradicated before they destroy every plane that they inhabit.
Okay.
So, you have proven yourself. I would say that this takes place in your duel because this is, I would say, an even greater. You may have kind of stumbled into it, but sometimes the greatest solutions are just that: an accident, a mistake, an unintentional action. As such, I had promised you something in return for this task I gave you. I am going to add a little bit of temptation. Instead of a definitive gift, I'm going to give you a choice. He holds out his hand, and you see two scrolls appear. One appears to be crimson and dripping with a red substance. The other appears to be white with gold that wraps it, and it gives off its own light.
I would ask what each of these represent.
One is fat blood. He holds up the red scroll. Something that served me well in my adventuring days, and my use of it became very useful. I am able to do things that I wasn't originally able to do.
Mm, trying to think if Archie would know what Zed's class actually would have been.
It would either give you his class or give you his gift. That has not awoken.
I'm trying to remember what Zed.
You seem to take after your mother more than your
I don't believe I ever met my mother.
father. An interesting moment. If that's what you can.
Perhaps you can give me more details when we have more time. My dad would never speak of her.
Well, you see, the weird thing is that your father doesn't even know where he comes from. There was a point in time when he thought that he was descended from a Chocotar,
Uh,
and
and like
and your grandmother was an orc.
flabbergasted, he would say, Chocotar?
Apparently, but that apparently was a very, while mischievous and hilarious, it was a very cruel prank by one of his party mates, formerly known as 95, I think.
Robert.
Robert. It's amazing what you can do with the modified memory stuff and subtleness.
I will take note of that. It sounds quite terrifying. You wish to give me these now before I finish the task?
Oh, you already did. While you guys were escaping Shadowmere, you made a jaunt into Gehenna, and the creature foolishly followed you. And as powerful as that creature was, it is not immune to fire damage. So lava is one of the greatest natural sources of fire damage there is. And the flames of the volcanoes on Alarak cannot compare to Gehenna. A flame that burns the very soul.
All right. Did you tell me the other one you said was my mother, right?
One leads you to the path of your father, and one leads you down the path.
I think I would pick the Path of Blood. That's the one that Thea said was that
Served
he
him well
used,
during
right?
his adventures. Yeah, served him well during his adventures.
Yeah. Knowing that that Zed was not enough to fight the being that Archie was raised for, he would seek the power that could potentially be stronger or different.
A wise move. He will extend his hand and it will float from it and over to you.
I would bow my head and say, thank you. Again, you have blessed me more than I needed. I hope not to disappoint.
I wouldn't worry about that. You've already proven yourself more useful than some of my ideas. And also less crazy. At least you're not going and making a dinosaur park in your spare time.
That's interesting.
Interesting is one word for it. Fucking
Um,
insane is the actual word for it. What happens? What is he going to do when someone inadvertently turns off one of those electrical panels and then the T Rex decides to break out?
uh, I would have a question. I've been working with prominence, and there has been mention of Ignis.
Or of my younger brother. Although I guess technically now he's older because I think we let little John on the material plane.
Archie would look confused.
You see, younger one, my species can't die. But if we are dealt severe enough damage, we can be forced to either sleep off the damage or reincarnate ourselves so that we then have to live life from the beginning again. Granted, again, my species is incredibly powerful, so it's not that big of an ask, but it is when you are the literal representation of death. You would not know this because you weren't born during that time, but there was a small stint of time in your universe where no one died because death was out of commission.
That's crazy.
And being that I was originally one of the first three creatures created in existence, I would have been his older brother. But now, thanks to that reincarnation, I am his younger brother. He will not let me live it down. Anyway, I'm sorry, off track, family drama. What did you need of my brother?
Um, Basically to reach out and see how to improve prominence and to kind of get more information on the orbs or creating them if possible.
I can. I'm having a very strange sensory effect for once.
You okay?
I hear either rain or the sound of grease bubbling in
In,
the background of someone's
no,
mic, and
it's mine. It's my dog's water fountain. I can hear it in the back right now. It's driving me nuts.
but the funny part is that my roommate is cooking, so my brain is automatically assuming I'm smelling something fried when I know I'm not smelling something fried. Weird, weird how the brain works. Anyway, yes, I can pass along your information, your request. He can be very hard to get a hold of. He is rather large, and with that largeness makes his view of everything insignificant. Even most of the time, I have to kick him in the shin for him to notice.
I did not expect anybody to be able to help me. So if it takes time, I am in no rush. I appreciate it.
Yes, I will relay the information, and he may. I do not guarantee he will answer. Or if he's going to answer, he may give you his own file. That is kind of how. But if he's willing to share, I will pass it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alternative. This may be a crazy, especially since you're 10 levels deep with But there is another class that would allow you to, if you're looking to say sort of weapon, it is possible, but you'd have to take that class.
I'm listening.
Similar to the Path Your Father work, but not walked, but not as crazy. Your father tried to be one of us, and while he succeeded for the most part, it is very difficult. There is a lesser form of that class that is known for the embodiment of their. It's called a sword. They have the ability to modify their heroes by slaying creatures and also by absorbing weapons as long as they're the same. So, for example, if you're the sword hero and you come across a sword you like, you can absorb it, similar to how warlocks do, except it goes into the blade, and then that blade will either change the base form of your weapon or give you new abilities.
Okay.
Being as prominent as what it is, it probably would not be that hard for it to become a hero's role.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, I'm interested. I just would need to figure out this path. Is this something you would be able to teach me, or I would have to seek out?
I am full disclosure. I am not a samurai.
But I've kind of figured.
I am
Dun dun dun.
I am what my particular class when I walked among you as mortals was ancient. The other heroes are a lesser version of that class, so yes, it would not be difficult for me to do so. We would just need to, number one, convince prominence to become a hero's relic, and number two, I would need to go find the ancient rites to unlock. Normally, that class is achieved when you transfer here from other realities. But I am of the higher caliber. It would not be of my wheelhouse. It might take a little time to study. I may have to go see my sister and see if she has a book on
Okay. Well, I have no time wait. No problem waiting. Is this something I need to wait here for, or you'll contact me when you have more information?
I will bring you here when I have more.
Okay. As far as this, I would hold up the scroll. How do I use this?
You'll need to meditate, probably over what you mortals call a long rest period. Attunement takes that long, but once you do, power will seep into you.
Okay. I will share this information with my group.
Very well.
And I appreciate all your time.
When you see Sai, tell him that Terra wants to have a word.
Will do.
And with that, he'll conjure a door so that you don't have to go through 5 minutes of walking through a mansion again.
Oh, okay.
And I took the wrong left.
Archie was totally ready to start walking through that door. Okay.
Every soul is offered a choice: either stand in line or try to make their way through the mansion unescorted.
Yeah, I don't see too many people making it through that.
I'd say in the time it took Archie to do all that, you guys have had enough time to get outside the city or wherever you were going. So the door would appear where you were going.
I'd like to be at least a little ways outside the city.
That's fair. At this point, the black door opens, and Archie steps through.
I would definitely step through.
You find yourself in the middle of the plain.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I assume we've seen him disappear like that enough times that we just assumed.
Mm-hmm. You guys have interacted with powerful entities enough that yes, he would stay there. That's how he gets pinned.
Okay. If anyone can think of any other protective spells they want to put on me, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm going to activate my scroll of premonition.
Make a Arcana.
I'm going to use my knowledge from a past life at a d6. 14.
You say you already put Death Ward on yourself, right?
I put Death Ward on him.
You open the scroll and cast it as you know to do with scrolls. There's like this fizzling sound for a moment, and then the paper itself turns gilded and emits this text. Find yourself under the effects of premonition.
All right. Apparently worked. Then I will drink the golden liquid.
I cast guidance. I guess I have that.
I'll also put Shell on you if you want. Uh, yeah.
Before I continue, any other spells?
I have my banner out, so he has 15 temporary hit points, if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
All right. So, Roran, make me kind of life altering. Make me one of each saving throw. You can also make him reroll, right?
Not saving throws. I was just looking at that.
Oh.
That's not one of the things. I can make someone re-roll attack rolls. I know I have something that allows me to give myself advantage on things. But yeah, no, I just looked that up to see if I can do that. No, it's just damage and attack.
So with premonition, it winds up an 11, 24, 15.
No, thank you.
Guys. Well, fast enough for it to take effect. You're gonna take some damage though.
Is this all at once or over time, or?
It's gonna be all at once. So you see Roran as he takes a drink of it, his body starts to glow, and then he feels this strange sensation, and you guys pretty much see his body like stretch out like he's made of rubber, and fail by enough in that category that is treacherous, fortunately.
Oh, I have advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects.
Yeah, in this case, yes, go ahead and do that. Good, burned.
I think the only one that was worse was Constitution. Everything else improved.
Yep. So you turn one of those failures into a success. You take 108 points of divine damage, but because of the way premonition works, it is one of the few spells that actually gives you divine resistance. So you can reduce 108 to 54.
It gives resistance 10, it says. I thought it just subtracted a flat 10.
It's an older version of a spell.
Oh, you're right. We're just going to treat it as regular resistance. That's something I forgot to adjust when I first translated it. We're just treating it as resistance.
54, you said?
Yep. But drinking this, getting 3 successes out of 6, is enough for it to both be implanted and awakened. So you are currently at what is called Divine Rank 0, or Demigod state. The write-up's going to change, but I'll see the one I have for now. Because I'm trying to fix some stuff, make it a little bit more balanced. But ultimately, just follow this write-up for right now. Because it's still going to take me a while to think over some of the abilities. Basically, rank 0 for now just means that, and this is retroactive, all health rolls that you make, um, all health rolls that you would normally make, you just get maxed on. So for your class, when you make your health rolls for your class, they're all considered max. And then you get the divine movement speed for your size. And I think everything else at the moment is fine. Still check. So you get hit points, speed. I mean, technically gets the armor class, it just doesn't matter. 0. And you do get all the immunities. If it doesn't, you get the immunities that don't have a limiter on it. So I think you get transmutation, energy drain, ability damage, and mind effects. So you would feel stronger. You would feel like you have been invigorated with more health, even though you just took a significant amount of damage. And I need to remind myself. I believe when you choose your divinity, you get to choose 3 domains. One of them because the source you got makes it so you get two domains and one domain from the person that you change your divinity. So the autograph makes what its affiliation is again. Don't pull that one. I think the Motherhood, which is life, but I'll get back. For a moment, everything is calm and quiet. And Roran looking a little worse for wear, but overall, you've seen him in worse shape. Looks pretty good.
Stretched out there for a minute.
Yes, I definitely feel stronger than I was.
Well,
That's
that's good. Hmm. Funny thing about it is, but when I'm listening to that description, I'm over here playing with the freaking stress dinosaur. I'm all stretching out, and I'm like, and his body stretches out. I'm like, okay.
Who's watching me?
Does it have little green balls in it too, like this one does, and form crazy little heat? No, never mind. So, anything, anything pop out to you? Any kind of major change or anything, Rory?
Not really. Just feel a bit sturdier.
You don't look it, sir. You look like you just got your ass kicked, but you took it well.
And you're slowly healing a D10.
Oh, nice. Yeah, just
Uh, shall we return to town? To the for a quest?
yeah. I would.
I thought we were gonna go to Limbo.
Doesn't seem like people want to do that. Maybe we should just go and figure something else out.
My tavern will always be there, or my inn.
Not true.
Uh,
I'm gonna I'll pull out my guild card and message the guy that we kept fucking with his memory and say I'm requesting permission to use the teleportation circle.
It is clear you may use it.
Woohoo! I hope it's clear in a fucking minute. Start casting my spell.
Yeah. At least now they know what's coming.
All right, everybody jump in.
I'm back with the group now, right?
Yep.
I would have told Sai that Thea had said that Tara wanted to speak with him.
Ooh, you're in trouble, sir.
I didn't even know he knew me.
Shouldn't have tattled.
Thank you.
No problem.
It's all about the delta change.
teleportation circle.
And I'll tell the others. I said, you guys can jump through, and start on whatever quest, and I will catch up. Thank you, Archie.
No problem.
As soon as we get back to the guild, then we go to the guild board.
This is always an interesting board. You have a rank C request to obtain materials from West Guild. And I will tell you what the Celestial is in 1 moment. There has been some interesting creatures showing up in the Western Plains that scouts have confirmed are called living miracles. The Magi Assembly would like you to collect a few. Don't harm them, but capture them for study. Very little is known about these creatures because they primarily and almost exclusively live in the upper plains. So for them to be here is a bit strange. You have a rank A extermination quest for a nest of elementals. Which are a group called Cradles.
The cradles?
Mm-hmm. You have rank E to also hunt elementals. Actually, this is also a capture quest because dwarven the dwarven smiths of Blacksea would like you to capture them. Some elemental based. Of course, capture some elementals so that they can use them for labor in their various day-to-day tasks. Like one air, one ash, one fire, one earth, one water, and one sand.
That was an E quest, right? Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, sorry. No, it is E. You were right. Ignore that C. It's an E. And then finally, last quest looks weird. It's a special rank quest that just says, gather me bones. Frederick would like you to gather him an assorted collection of bones from various creatures that have been recently deceased.
Does it say the creatures or?
No, an assortment of creatures. That's all it says. Frederick, an assortment of bones from recently deceased creatures.
We could grab CAS. I mean, we could do this. A special. Just like kill something, just grab the bones. But CNA seems like something we could easily do. He just feels kind of rude. What do you think?
Uh, should does people want to try the A quest?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
If no one objects, I'm going to take the extermination of the cradle quest.
I think that's a good one to go with. Does it say where the location for A is?
Oh, the only one you're taking is the elementals, or are you taking on them all?
We're taking excavation of the Crandalls.
Okay.
The where is the Living Miracles at?
Eastern Plains.
Yeah, let's go take A.
Okay. Okay. Well, good luck. We've had several adventurers die on that quest already. If you guys don't succeed, I'm afraid we're gonna have to bump it up to S rank.
It's always nice hearing that someone died before getting the quest.
We know there's 4 of them.
Do we know like any kind of last spotted situation, like near the city or in the woods?
No, fortunately, they're kind of dead center in the southern plains, not too far from the smog marshes.
Any surprise we should know about them?
And why should you know about that?
But we're gonna go take care of them. You know, we don't want to be surprised. You know, maybe they could be holding a nuke or something.
Nobody has made it back alive yet to give us any information, so don't get killed.
Roger, Roger.
By the way, you realize this is the same half elf receptionist you were fucking with earlier.
Have you looked at the tablet lately?
Mm-hmm.
That's just Sai. We got the quest, and it's gonna be in the southern area. How long will it take for you to come back?
Here's the response. Oh dear God, it hurts. Please God, why? Why have you done this to me? It doesn't sound like Sky's voice, but it came in direct response to your message.
I think Sai is burning. When I message him, I just get a back message that someone like in agonizing pain. Doesn't seem like it's from Psy, but it was a response when I messaged Psy, so it's kind of weird.
I miss you. Please
Oh, yeah.
back.
Oh fuck! I think I know. Where the fuck are you, Sir Six? Are you in hell, Sir Six?
Told me we were going to Limbo Center. So I went to wait for you. It's cold.
How do you?
I think I'm in the pit of someone's stomach. No, correction. I am in the pit of someone's stomach. There's Frederick. Poor Fred. Why was he eating? He was just trying to get
Frederick?
directions. Help me.
Just get back somehow. How do you go in limbo? You don't have no.
I paid an adventurer at the Magi Assembly. They're really quite helpful when you're not jerks to them.
I got no way to get you back right now. Size away, and
I'll gate him. I still have one charge left.
as I say, yeah, if you want, yeah, we have only one gate charge left. I don't know if we want to use it for that.
It's fine. Sky has enough transport power if we need it. I'll use the gate to bring Snake back.
As the gate spits out Sir Snick, he's like sprawled out on the floor. You see his entire lower half is missing, and like you can see his where his abdomen should be. You can just see the bones. He was about 60% digested. Unfortunately, some of his powers don't let him just die.
A long death.
Thank you.
I look at the people. I look at the receptionist. You gotta. Do you have a policy for someone dying on your floor?
It comes with the job. We used to care, and then one of our receptionists took an arrow to a knee. Then we decided not to care anymore. Need healing? You can take him to clergy services. Or if you're really desperate, you can ask the Magi Assembly. Our healing is less conventional, though. Just FYI.
I have a tomb card.
I think a regenerate spell is all he needs.
Pup, don't you use that in here. Hold on. He goes to the back and pulls out and comes back with this really, like, malted and old-looking king coot. Say the thing. Say the thing.
The tomb card?
Say the thing. Don't blow up my guild hall, dick. Okay, you can go. It starts to hobble away.
Also said I don't have no regeneration spells.
You know, it's funny.
Who was
If you roll correctly, Archie does.
Yep.
I promise I will get you that full list later.
No worries.
Almost 50 entries long.
And the hive list isn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
So
jeez.
there's just round one. I'm not done editing it yet.
Holy
But regeneration is on that list. I promise. It's on there twice, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
So you can regenerate, Archie? You think you can do it to Sir 6?
What's up?
You can do regeneration to Sir 6?
I mean, I think if I roll it right,
you know what? I assume that you've put this in your sword by now. Let's go ahead and just see what you got for me.
yeah.
I believe it is.
You haven't created the macro yet, have you?
I have not, so you're just gonna roll me some dice, and I'll tell you what they are.
Yeah.
It is.
There's so much.
So you roll twice on the Harbinger and 3 times on the.
So 2d10?
No, it's hundreds.
Oh.
Yeah, that's for part 2 of the power.
Okay.
I'm trying to find. Let's see. So here is Broodling. So roll me 3d100s and tell me the result for each.
Uh, 49, 53, 93.
What's the first one?
49.
49 is. Oh, hey, you summon a soldier. 53 is wing it. So soldier, wing it, and what was the other one?
93.
Telekinetic. Soldier, kinetic, and I will have to stand by the weekend.
You're good. This is a lot.
Okay. It's your father's fault. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And then you roll me 2 more d100s.
96 or 68
8 and 96.
and 98. Or 96, yeah, 68 and 96.
Oh God, no! You're only supposed to do this in mythic mode, Archie.
Oh, God.
Ward and 2-headed. You grow a second head. Let's see. So soldier lets you summon a soldier, obviously. Ward. Useful. Well, not useful for looking at me. They're all useful. Yeah. Soldier lets you summon one soldier sliver. Telekinetic gives you the innate ability to cast hold person. Winged. Ah, winged. Oh, hey. As Archie activates his new power, you see a little, like. Does everyone know what a Zergling is?
Yes. StarCraft.
That's what I've always imagined the slivers look like.
Yeah.
Except it's like silver and glassy. So for those who don't know, except silver and glassy. So you see one of those appear. You all feel the ability to cast Hold Person once per day. innately cast hold person once per turn, as if it was casted. And then winged. All right, winged is the one that gives grant. Everybody who didn't already have wings sprouts wings. If you already had wings, you get an additional 30 feet of flight speed.
Yay.
So he's a flying corpse right now. And then the other one was Ward, which grants you the ability to cast Lingering Radiance at 5th level. And while you're under this effect, you also get a plus 5 to all your spell attacks. Plus 5 to hit for all your spell attacks. And then the final one is two-headed, which I think
So I just have a second.
Oh. Oh no, everybody. Oh no, it's everybody. Because all other allies, all allies within 60 feet grow multiple heads. So you grow 2 heads and gain an increase to your hit points by.
All right.
And a lot of other stuff. But I'm gonna sort that stuff out later. I just wanted to see if he had regeneration. His abilities would have given regeneration
No.
had he got it. So yeah, amongst the 5 you rolled, none give regeneration.
So what are the clerks?
There's the clergy services, which you can get at any temple, or if you're feeling adventurous, you can go to the Magi Assembly and ask them for healing.
We can take him to the temple,
Yeah.
or we can take him to Frederick and take that quest.
Just headphones. I mean, if we let you resurrect him, at least we use
Well,
the
he's not
phone.
dead. It looks like, right?
I'm not dead.
Half his body's gone though. Or his lower.
Dead. What did he actually? No, I didn't even think to check if there's anything like spell wise. I know he had some. Oh no, that's why he's still alive. He has like 2 charges of an indomitable, several ruins that can protect him, and second wind. So he's pretty much expended all those at this point, but that's why he's alive. All of that and the fact that he has resistance to acid damage.
He's got resistant to it? Wow.
Yeah, you don't remember he was doing that one thing, and so I was like, oh hey, I haven't picked his other 4 feats yet, so I just gave him alchemical resistance, which gives you resistance to poison and acid. Because why not? I still have to pick 3 feats for him. But the spells he knows do not apply in this scenario. I don't think he can booming blade himself out or
Wait, what
accelerate.
is it? What's that boom blade?
Mark of the Aberrant. That gave him boon of cleaner travel, but it also gives you a cantrip and a first level spell. So he knows booming blade is a cantrip and accelerate distance is first level.
Well, I can just. I might be able to just cast some healing on him, but I do think he needs a regenerate.
Yeah, we'll take him to the local priest or local church. See which one.
Only because of who you are. You uniquely know where one temple is. You know where the Temple of Sirik is.
Let's go. Luckily
Never
enough,
thought
I
to
know
question
one.
why it's in the shady part of town.
Oh, that's where like they get the kids for orphanage. That's where all the kids go. Oh, loaf. Low, come on, low economy kid.
As he leads you to the temple of Sirik, uh, Tofik, you would realize he's taking you like exactly where the Dark Syndicate is. Takes you down the shady flight of stairs, and you get into this open underground area where you see tons of vendors. Just kind of where you see kind of off to the side like a bar area where people gathered. You see in another corner what looks like card game and dice game tables. And you see even in another side a giant crystal ball where a bunch of people are like sitting with handfuls of iridium going, yeah, yeah, go forth with it, forth with it. And on the crystal ball, you can see an image of chocobo races being portrayed.
Classy area.
And Snake or and uh, Oni takes you just right past all that into an even darker and very unwelcoming portion of this underground area where you find this temple, and it's like towering black spires and very gothic style build. It looks like the whole place is made of obsidian, and there are red, like crimson red lights that glow from this place. And for those who have a decent passive religion, you see the symbol of Sirik in a orange, red, and black stained glass. You see his symbol emblazoned in this red light being filtered through that stained glass.
All right, we're here. We're the Church of Civic. Uh, we'll ask the priest just to give him a little bit of regeneration, and he should be good to go.
um, as he taps a very ornate golden plate that appears to be filled with uh, emerald pieces.
Oh yes, yes. Uh,
For the damage your friend has been inflicted with, it's going to be a little costly. Uh, to the tune of I don't know, a generous donation of 500 emerald coins.
how about these gems? These 3 gems are worth 500 each.
For these gems, I could cast slightly stronger cure wounds.
Father, I mean, look at his legs. They're almost, uh, not almost, sorry. They kind of are gone.
Yes. restore such limbs, you would either need the help of a mechanic who can build you some prosthesis, or you would need a regenerate spell, which I am more than willing to provide for the donative cost of 500.
Or we can wait till tomorrow and I can roll, several hundred more dice.
I don't think he'll be. I don't think Sir Stick will be alive by then.
Or, if you can't afford a regenerate, there is another way.
And what's that?
Slightly weaker spell. It certainly wouldn't cost as much. Spell. And I'd even be generous. Say the 3 gems you have would be enough for me to cast it.
No, thank you, Father. Go ahead and the 3 gems.
Young soul, you might want to avert your life.
Only would look away.
Is anyone else gonna watch, or or is everyone gonna look away?
I'll watch.
Everyone wants to watch his suffering. The priest lifts up his foot and starts stamping down into Snick's face. It takes him a while, but he kills Sir Snick. There's blood everywhere. His shoe is covered in brain matter. He then pulls out some oils and unguents. This will take me, or an hour. And he starts reciting the words to a prayer, which awfully resemble the casting of a spell. Is anyone going to stop him in this hour from casting the spell?
Oh, if only I had counterspell.
I won't.
Like the last 30 seconds, just counterspell.
I'm going to assume by topic silence, that's a no. Pony, roll me a D100.
Solid 6. Was roll low good?
That's a good question. Was a low roll good? I don't know how I feel about that. for anyone watching, it's like his body's decomposing rapidly, and then it models together into this white, unidentifiable substance that then shapes itself into a humanoid figure. He stands up. Ugh, what? What happened? All I remember is this huge foot coming down on my face repeatedly until everything went black.
I don't really know about the foot part, but we brought you back.
And as he looks at you in this weird, blobbish, white form, he like just starts to stare at you, mouth slightly agape, drooling. You then hear crack, crack, snap, crack, crack, and his skin begins to warble and kind of act like water that is in transit as he shrinks down from his size. Oh no, sorry. He grows from his normal size into a 9 foot exact image of you, except
This, get, put your armor on, and this feels weird. Why me?
Interesting. He starts to put on his clothes and realizes they don't fit anymore.
Once you attune to it, it should be all good. He looks exactly like me.
Like down to the freckle on the side of your ass cheek.
You still remember? You still remember your past Six?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was the Styx of the Avonican Academy for Lalafels of Noble Society. I was summoned to this terrible world to protect my ungrateful master, Oni Ofuchu.
I'm grateful. You just caused a lot of problems lately by, getting in trouble with the law and killing people and gambling.
You just took me to a den of iniquity and have the
What-
gall to tell me that gambling is wrong.
This is my. This is by my church.
I've been meaning to ask you, sir, why do you worship the god of lies?
Cyrus is not the god of lies. I've been told that he is the god of time.
And I'm a beautiful elven maiden. And as he says that, he actually turns into a beautiful elven maiden.
Yeah, you are now.
Damn it! The disconcerting part is that it's still a male voice coming out of the female body. So it still sounds like Sir Snake, it's just a female body. What have you done to me, cur? As he turns to raise his scythe on the priest. The priest just holds out a hand. Peace, my son, peace. Blindness, deafness. Casts it on Sir Snake. Ah, I can't see. Starts wildly swinging his scythe around.
Stop swinging. You're gonna cause trouble.
I'll show you trouble as soon as I see you.
Sir Six, I hope you understand one day that you just believe in the wrong God that causes this to you.
All right. Well, Sir Snix has been restored to a blob thing.
Did he get reincarnated?
Yes, he did. As a matter of fact, he did. Reincarnate is cheaper than regenerate because reincarnate's only a fifth level spell. And the priest felt bad for you, so he didn't upcharge you like he did with the other spell.
You see, he had my side. Praise be Cyrus.
Go to the temple of the god of lies. The healing they're going to give you is the lie. Sure, it'll heal you, but it costs you 10 times as much. What would the party like to do now?
Head to the Southern Plains.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Topic there. I haven't heard from him in a while.
If I ever fall, remind me never just don't let Oni, bring me back.
What do you mean? I got a good deal. So don't you want to try something else out? Like you don't want to be attuned forever. You gotta try out some other races once in a while.
Have you seen me?
Yeah, here and there. Sometimes I forget that you're attuned. I did not expect his face to get crushed.
Well, how else would you expect the priest to kill him? Anything else he'd have to charge you for. You just told him you couldn't afford to pay for his spell, but with 3 gems, so he gave you 3 gems worth of service.
Emeralds are so. I don't think I had that much for emeralds at all. I was like, oh fuck.
Let's see. So how do you plan on getting to the Southern Plains?
And we got no teleportation anymore. Probably by Archie's chocobos.
Says Archie.
I see.
Sorry, what was that? I missed.
You activate.
Yes. Yeah. Do I need to roll for the chocobos?
No, they haven't changed yet.
Okay. Thank God.
Rory, you were about to say something?
I know. No.
All right. Oh, this is the wrong map. I think I updated Mondays, but it's been so long since you guys actually went to the world map. I forgot to update Wednesday. Just some minor changes. Oh, hey, this is the original. I guess we want this one for now until I go get the new I'm surprised that their map changes tomorrow or next week. Actually, no, we're on.
I see nothing.
Mama sees nothing.
True. Nope. Oh, that was good.
It's just my standard response I play.
That's fair. I would agree. I tell her the same thing.
And yes, I know all your labels are missing. I will fix that.
Hey guys, I think somebody stole our expensive map that has all the labels.
Oh no, it would be even worse if someone stole your expensive map. Let me remind you what it looks like. It's the basic map. Even more basic than this. I should go find the actual basic.
Jesus Christ.
And the very cheapest version of the map, there aren't even cities on it.
Let's just, there you go.
Yep, exactly.
Figure it out. Mark it as you go.
Season 3. And look, Arc set before it was blown up.
I
And
don't
there's
know
no
what
hole
happened.
for a lake.
Diagram. It was the nuke, I swear.
And you wonder why Aikido said yes to you becoming a god.
Fair.
Because if he beats up on a god, it's fair. If he beats up on a mortal, it's bullying.
Wait, wasn't it? It wasn't Marcus, though, was it? Was it Marcus or was it? I thought it was Vale, right?
No, it's Marcus.
Was it Marcus? It was.
Yes, because you assisted. You weren't necessarily the cause, but you assisted in the genocide of Arcset.
Yeah.
Everyone I knew growing up,
Not my
90%
proudest
of them.
moment.
We'll go back to this map right now. I do have a new map that is actually updated with some of the more recent events, including Small Marsh, but I apparently forgot to export it. So down here, and then like I said, it may change. I also have to adjust dimension stuff too. Because right now, it would take you walking speed to get to where you need to go. But I have to load up one of the old games just to get those dimensions. So anyway, you guys find yourselves in a familiar cart. Everything is set up. Your snake is now a beautiful elf woman. I don't like this. I need to figure out how this works.
7.
Let's see. So I know it would take you roughly 6 hours to get there. These aren't the mock Jesus birds. Oh, okay. I'm gonna finish the video. Better start setting this up. It's probably in the full medieval battle map. As you guys are taking off, you're heading south. Someone keep watch.
I will.
Go for it. Roll me a perception check. Crap. Why are you so big, Kurt? Oh, you're not. This map's just incredibly small. That's better. Uh,
Oh, I'll be there.
Grumpy comes back. As you're going along the way, you guys see, well, Roaring, you see at first a group of strange, uh, you see a group of strange all walking towards the left. Where to find it? several men following. Okay. Like that map. You see four women heading north towards Black City with a group of men following close behind them.
Is there a check I can roll to see if I know what these are? Oh no, it's Monday that has bestiary. Is there a check I can roll?
Yeah, you can make a nature check.
How many adventures were missing? I know it was like 4 groups.
Yeah.
17.
The ones behind them just look like your average foot soldier. Make up any army for the most part. The creatures in front, however, do not appear to be anything more than human away. They do appear to be as monstrous as the pictures depict. And fairly certain they're like a gaggle of hags.
I assume hags don't like live in cities. They're not like a race people.
Not normally known. You know that occasionally witches become hags, but when that happens, they generally go and live off in secluded areas.
So I have no reason to assume that they're peaceful.
Correct.
Uh, I'll look at the others. Are we dealing with this or?
If you want.
Choice. I don't know if these are the people that we need to get.
You want me to go up there and ask them what their business is in the Black City?
Yeah, you could. It's also very weird that it's 4 hags instead of 3. The coven mostly 3.
I'm going to attempt to fly up ahead of the cart. Get cut the distance in about half. Well, what is your business with the Black City?
Make me a wisdom
That's not the normal response, I would think.
Yeah. We are on an adventure, trying to make our way to the big city so that we can perform our circus troops. Why don't you join us? As she says that, you feel this effect of a spell trying to take over you, but you're easily able to brush it off.
Want to respond, but I don't want to get hit by lightning.
Careful, sister. This one's stronger than
I am an earth angel on a holy quest. Purge. Cleanse? To cleanse!
Oh, good. Then we have no reason to interact. Why don't you just keep going your way? We'll keep going our way, and we can pretend that we didn't see each other.
Guys, before we even said anything, these guys just cast a spell on me. Now they want us to pretend that we don't see them.
Can you ask what their group name is?
What's your group name? Traveling performers.
The giggling maidens of Cyric and their band of merry men.
Oh, what a coincidence. Oni, they're my friends of yours.
What do you mean?
You feel another effect. You make a critical saving throw.
They're the giggling bands of Cyric.
Oh, they also support the time god? Goddamn.
You like to let chaos reign?
Yes, yes, I would.
Alrighty, you know what to do. You felt another effect try to take a hold of you. This time it feels more disingenuous. Um, and as you felt yourself beginning to tear from this reality, you feel a force kind of just press you down and keep you firmly anchored here. But as it lifts its overwhelming force, you begin to glow and shrink.
Err.
Oh no, they turned him into a goat.
Oh, but luck! The gods have blessed us this day.
I'm going to activate my free bracers and fly out of the cart.
Start eating grass.
Okay.
I'll hop off. Let me get right here.
Gonna move up. Looks like buttons on the menu for our hungry troop.
I'm going to cast Boreal Wind. Comes from my same book as my subclass.
Yep.
I didn't make it out.
Okay. As this freezing wind blasts into them, it's knocking Sai out of his transformation. They all get ready to put themselves in a fighting stance, and that is where we're going to leave it off for the evening.
Do I take another 20 damage?
Yes.
Or
Thank you, everybody, for coming out to stream today. If you enjoyed our content, please feel free to drop us a follow. We would really appreciate the support. And tune in Mondays and Wednesdays for our D&D content. Want to keep up with the events and extra streams? Please check out our Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date on the schedule releases and updates for the streams, including extra streams that we may not have on schedule. And if you would like to see previous content that we've done, check us out on YouTube at Epitaph of Creation. Thank you so much for coming out today, and have a good night, everybody.